Hey, friends, it is the end of 2024, and you're here with us. Whoop, whoop. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, Mary and I are here really excited about It's a Wrap. And also that this is our first video that we are leveling up. We're getting ready for 2025. Here we go.
Here we go.
So we've just, as we're talking about It's a Wrap, we want to bring in some thoughts and reflections, not stares, but reflections into what's ahead. Take what's behind, use it for the good, and what's ahead. What do you think, Mary?
I think it's time to think about that a little bit more because I've been talking about it a lot. I suppose you guys have been too, as listening in on various podcasts or various looking even on social media. I noticed today there were tons of things about the new year. Like, oh my God, please!
I haven't been on social, so I'm like, okay. I have the rest of the day.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm curious what you think, Jan, about writing resolutions for the new year.
Oh, honestly, I've come to the conclusion that they suck. Resolutions just
suck.
They just do. I don't know. I go into this this pressure on myself, this guilt and shame that lingers because I don't ever keep them, and so I'm just done.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of mind fucking myself. So,
you focus on all the stuff that you've not been doing.
Yes.
And what you'd like to do better rather than what you've been doing really great.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we actually came up with a new word for y'all and for us, for you, renewal.
Yeah.
How about the renewal? It's a renewal.
Yeah.
Beginning of the year.
Renewing, your own renewal and celebrating who you are and how far you've come and celebrating all the flops and the wins and like with us, podcasting, we've overcome a few, haven't we? What have we overcome, Jan?
Just a few. Oh my God. We won't bore you with all the details. Maybe just a few of the details. Just a few. Yeah. But it's been exhilarating at the same time. It's been exhilarating at the same time. What can we say? So
So we say that instead of resolutions, if you want to, come focus on renewal with us.
Yes.
Because that's what we're going to talk about today in this, our wrap-up of season 1 of this podcast. We can't believe it, 20 episodes.
20. A little insane, but...
A little insane. Lots.
We're renewing next year.
Yes, we are. Renewing. We are Jan and Mary. Jan in Tennessee.
Yeah.
My gosh, I just want to say Kentucky. Like, no, it's not Kentucky. It's Tennessee. Jan in Tennessee. And I'm in Portugal, and we have never met, but we always meet here.
Yes.
And in Take Two Tuesdays podcast. And we're so thrilled and so honored that you are here and exploring this intersection of the arts and creativity and wildness and personal growth with us. Because we believe wholeheartedly that with this kind of collective thinking and action that we can change things, we can improve society, right?
Yes. One day at a time, one thought at a time.
So what have you been doing for this past month? Because we took some time away from podcasting.
Yes. So we decided that we would take December to just kind of step back to look at what we've been doing or not doing, been creating, not creating, and come up with some different ideas. And being videoed is one of the new ideas.
One of them. Yeah.
And so we are going to kind of talk about what we've reflected on. Hope they're meaningful to you, and some of the things that we've been learning. I know that I've learned just from the stuff that we've even talked about. It's awesome to be doing this podcast because it holds you accountable.
Yeah.
Like we very well can't talk about this and not practice it ourselves, right?
Exactly. And we keep turning to each other and saying, wow, we're really growing. We're kind of growing up. It's kind of cool. So we
So
invite you to join us in that.
yes. So we've brought together our sort of some of our favorites and some ideas that we think can resonate and bring into us into renewal. The messy middle,
Mhm.
aliveness, about engaging in life, and then the letting go. What doesn't work, serve your higher good, that shedding skin. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Yes.
Yeah. So let's talk about messy middles and how we've
Oh,
actually woven this in our across episodes. So it's not just one episode, although that is a key one. But
yes. Yeah.
yeah.
So, what we've done is when reflecting on the messy middle, which I love because I realized I think most of the time I live in the messy middle because it's not that I don't love and excited about what I do because that's been a key point, but it's okay. All right, we've got this. Let's keep growing. And so, what I did with my dancers this season is, and I haven't ever done this before, so I asked them to bring their journal or some paper and to reflect on a messy middle that they may have experienced this year. And
Nice.
yeah, and these are teenagers. And so it was all,
And teenagers
introspective.
know the
Yeah,
messy
yeah.
middle real well.
Oh God.
Did
I would never,
they?
ever want to be a
Go
teenager
back.
again.
Don't go back.
One and done on that. So I asked them to reflect on their wins, and it didn't matter exactly what that win looked like. You could have had a trophy, like a huge win, or it could have be a failure that a huge growth was out of. 'Cause I think we all understand that most of the time we grow the deepest and the greatest in the pain and the failure.
Yeah.
And failure now doesn't even ring negativity for me. It rings growth. And so it was
Mm-hmm.
beautiful. It was
Oh,
really cool listening to them. And I
yeah.
was able to even reflect on ours. I mean, honestly, we wanted our first podcast to be up in February. Mary, tell them tell 'em when we went
When
up on our
was it?
first
Was it
July.
July? I was going to say August, but it was July.
No,
It's
July.
crazy. It took us so long.
It, what? I'm
Oh
just
my.
bouncing around and one platform not working and it just tech stuff. I mean, we're learning all this shit as we go along. I mean, look at us.
Right.
Do we look tech savvy? Do these artists
Good.
look tech savvy? Let's get
Not
real.
so much.
But
I'm happy
but
when I can open a bottle. Unscrew something.
right, right.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Oh,
but our win is that we're recording our 20th episode. Hello,
yeah.
out of
Yep. Jumping
all
into
that.
something we didn't even know how to do and just doing it. I think that's really critical that we all
It
do
is.
that. Just
Yeah.
do the
Yeah.
wild stuff that you have no idea what you're doing.
Right? And why do we
Yeah.
keep doing that? It's okay
Yeah.
to suck. It's
Yes,
okay
we
to
do.
suck at first.
It's okay.
It's okay. So,
Another. Oh, go ahead.
yes. No, I was going to say, Mary, this is her favorite. This is her favorite.
This is my favorite topic,
Yes.
aliveness.
Yeah.
I feel like I have become so much more alive by doing the podcast, but also just in my life, there's a lot of wild stuff going on. We're renovating a house and building a studio and a few things that
Oh my
we
God,
currently
follow
don't
her.
have.
Follow her on social. It is
So,
amazing. It is
uh,
amazing what they're doing. It's amazing.
yeah, it's a crazy life. But I have learned something seriously this year about aliveness in
Mm,
myself and about play. And I always thought I was super playful and risk taking, but I have uncovered another layer of that in myself. I am so blessed to have this studio
mm,
that Robert built for me, my husband built for me, and I come out here and play every day. And in that
that's
process of just letting loose, I'm really working hard at not having a plan and just making and discovering. And
yeah.
it's this becoming myself. It's like, wow.
Wow.
And all of us can do this. We could all play more. I
Yeah.
really believe in that. that we can allow for more ambiguity. It doesn't have to be in the arts, it can be anything, more
Yes.
ambiguity in our lives, and just not even completely understanding something before we start, like we did with the podcast. And
True.
making this kind of spaciousness in our lives of allowing the
Yeah.
uncertainty in. And like Jan, you always talk about that, the vulnerability and curiosity.
Yes. Yes. I don't know. I'm not sure why. It's probably something my therapist needs to tell me. Why does play create vulnerability? But it's beautiful because
Yeah.
Mary was talking about it. And remember, man, my body got tight. I'm like, no, let's not do that. Let's not do that
Let's not do
subject.
that topic.
I don't like that topic.
I'm determined. Yes, we're going to
You
do
know,
it.
she made me. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful
Mm,
because it's helped me knock down a lot of my walls.
yeah.
And
Plus, you didn't think that you did play, and you do. You're
yeah,
very playful in your life.
yeah, I think I play all the time.
I
This
think you do. Yes, it's the best.
Why not? Why not? Oh, and so, but I love that though that I could get even more playful personally. When
Mhm.
personal and allowing people in and allowing. I just read something. I think I sent this to you, even about pain is part of it. You're going to get hurt,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I'm like, well, duh. Okay, so allow that to enhance your curiosity.
Yep. Yeah.
Know it's
Yeah.
there and allow it to enhance your curiosity. So
Yeah.
thank you, Mary.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. And
Okay,
then one more thing.
yes, my favorite, oh, shedding skin. Oh my, go back and listen to those. So we had some really cool insights on
Mhm.
that one. That one because it's a continuation for me.
Yeah.
Letting go,
Mhm.
unlayering, and it's because I had a lot of old stories that played around in my head and in my body because I just want you to understand that whatever's in your head, your body hears, your body reacts, your body stores. And damn, it's true because
Mhm.
those old stories would come in. And so through this process, I'm like, no, now I can say, no, that's not the story of today.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not the story of today. And so yeah, it's a process. It's a lot of layers. I've lived some years. So there's and even whatever I inherited it, right? And going
Yeah.
back with that playing is in that we were reading about snakes and how they shed their skin and how vulnerable they are. And I think sometimes, I
Mhm.
think my headphones are falling off. Hang on. All of a
Maybe you
sudden I
need
got real heavy going forward. It's like, wait,
maybe you need bigger hair. I'm just
oh,
kidding.
bigger. No. Oh, God. I keep saying I'll share. I'll share the hair. Maybe that's a
Give me some of
podcast.
that hair.
Yeah. So, but it's oh, I know shit. Where was I?
I'm kind of lost track of what you're
Whatever
saying.
that was, whatever that thought was. But basic, and then was it. It's been in the last few weeks, Mary, that we accentuated the letting go to.
Let it be. Yeah, we
Hey,
read that somewhere,
wow,
and that's just we think that's really powerful because that's
yeah,
another. It feels like it's another level. It's another
yes,
step
for me it is.
beyond just letting go, and then really just accepting how things are.
Yes,
Yeah.
oh my God, that's my third A. I was
Ah.
thinking about my words for 2025 to start me with.
Yeah.
I'm not going to hang on to them, but I had two A's and accept is the okay.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh, well,
Ah.
because I, for me, we talked about I've always envisioned the opening your hands, right? But mine is
Hmm.
I have to even and you talked about this as being assertive, but I have to lean back in my assertiveness, if that makes sense, because
Hmm.
I clench that wheel and I lean forward and it's fucking go, and it's like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
That's not letting it be.
that's that's rawr,
Not letting it be.
going your way. I think there's a
Yeah.
balance too. Like you can't. I think there are times when you don't just let it be because it's something that really is,
Yes.
I don't know, challenges your ethical stance or what you believe about life or whatever. And you
Yeah.
do say something, you do take action. But there's so many
Yes.
times when we try to manage other
Yes.
people's behaviors or lives so that it suits
Yes.
us. And
Yeah.
we need
Makes us
to
comfortable.
let that be and makes us more
Let it,
comfortable.
yeah. Let it be. And because
Hmm.
it's okay to be still. It's okay for that
It
stillness.
is.
It's
And
okay.
let that song come into your mind.
Yeah.
Let
Yeah.
it be.
Let we
Sorry,
won't sing. We won't sing.
I
It's
couldn't
not singing.
resist.
No singing.
So we've been asking ourselves, and we want to know from you, what have you been thinking about 2025? Are you just like, oh,
Yeah.
please, another new year? Or are you thinking about where you're headed and what you really want, what your dreams are, your desires?
Yeah.
And what have you been noticing about where you're growing, even in struggles?
Hmm.
What have you really handled well this year? I don't know, handled is the right word for it, but
Yes.
things that you've taken on and what has really inspired you or sent you in a new direction. Celebrate yourself.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
we really think that when you put these kinds of positives into your mind, it anchors you, it grounds you. Like there's something you said, Jan, yesterday about that, about every cell of your body
Hmm.
takes notice, right?
It does. Yes.
And kind of compels you to keep becoming more.
Ooh.
So let's
Yes.
talk about superpowers.
Because
Oh.
your superpower is the knowledge that you can make a switch. You can make a switch when something isn't working. That's what we did. Take Two is actually our second name. We
Yes.
started we started with something else and now it's Take Two. We did over. We did over.
Yeah, we did over.
Um, so yeah, but I learned a while ago that you can even start your day over at any time.
Mhm,
If you're just
mhm.
having the crappiest of crap days, you can just take a moment, take a beat, and go, I'm starting over today. So it
Yeah,
doesn't take a hold of you. And so we just practice the Take Two every day, not just Tuesdays, right?
not just
Not
Tuesdays.
just Tuesdays. I swear. Oh my gosh.
Uh,
So, again, we're wrapping up this season and we want to know how you're wrapping up the season, whether it's a trophy or failure, but they're all wins, right?
always.
So, we, as we're calling this, it's a wrap. We've created a guide that has helped us for some thinking. So, we've designed something similar for you, your very own It's a Wrap 2024. You know, what do you think,
Yeah,
Mary?
I say drop that word rap in the comments on any of our social platforms. You
Just
can
hit my
spell it.
teeth.
Oh my
Just hit my
gosh.
teeth on the microphone. Sorry.
Tuck in your teeth, Jan. Tuck them in. God. Drop the word rap.
Yes.
Rap or rap if you want
Wrap.
to spell
We
it
don't care
differently.
how you spell it.
We don't care, and we'll get it to you. So,
Yes.
what are we about? Why do we even do this crazy podcast?
The fun.
Because we want to build a community. We are building a community of like-minded, growth-minded people. Because it's our passion. We like to
Yes.
share life experiences with you and to feed your soul, spark your thinking, and even help you to take some new chances and challenges and maybe think a bit differently.
Yeah. Yes. And we just want you to know how much we appreciate you
Mm,
listening and growing with us. And we want to continue to grow. So we need you to grow. So please follow, subscribe, share our episodes. And so we can all keep spreading the hope and positivity that are important to us. It's again, thank you for being a part of our community and always oh,
mm. Oh, you've
Hang
got
on.
that. You've
I
got
got
your
it.
tool. Oh my gosh, it took so much effort to get this.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Re- and
So remember
remember,
this.
remember, I'm not coming through. Remember this: when a first take doesn't take, take two. Please no ugly
But
comments. Please no ugly comments. You have the power of a do-over at
do
any
over
time.
at any time. Woohoo! Yes, you do.
Thank you. Thank you.